Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. Today I'm going to be talking about Corinthians chapter 10. We're going to start off with chapter 10. It starts with, "Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock is Christ." So I'm sorry about that. I had to redo most of the clip, but as it's stated in chapter 10, verse 1 through 6, a lot of the people that birthed our fathers and our fathers, fathers, so on and so forth, the people in the past generations followed Christ but didn't follow Christ. What does it mean to follow Christ? Following Christ is living a life where you follow the commandments, where you learn to love, where you learn to teach, where you learn to preach, where you learn to follow specifically how Jesus Christ lived. Sorry about that. When Jesus Christ lived, he told us that he is the bread and he is the drink, and we should take a piece of him. He is our rock, right? It's stated in verse 4, Corinthians chapter 10. And did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ. When we follow Christ, we don't follow what we want in this life. Like, I've wanted a lot. I've prayed for a lot, but a lot of the times the reason why God doesn't give you something, why our Father doesn't give you something, is because it's not for you. Well, I want that ZL1 Camaro. I want cash, but why do I want that? Why am I gonna live a life with Christ but search for nothing but resource, physical resource in the flesh? Think about that. Sorry about that, guys. Let me follow up on what I said when Jesus Christ said that he is the bread. It states in John 6, verse 26, Jesus answers them and said, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, ye seek me, not because ye saw the miracles, but because ye did eat of the loaves, and were filled. Labor not for the meat which perishes, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you, for him hath God the Father sealed." It's saying there that we shouldn't work for food that spoils, things that spoil. What are things that spoil in this life? Well, money doesn't come with us to the afterlife. Neither do Ferraris, neither do luxurious mansions. Matter of fact, neither do all those things that we at times catch ourselves scratching our ears and our necks for. Guys, I say this, and I say this with absolute love to all of you guys. And how do I say this, guys? We need to do what we possibly can to help those people that don't have the opportunity to eat food every single day, that don't get to go out even, right? I was in those situations once, right? Like, we weren't able to have Pizza Hut. We weren't able to have a lot of those things. And I know a lot of you guys faced, lives where you didn't get to have what you wanted at the time that you wanted. Well, yeah, like, I wish I had the woman that I have, in my past life. And I'm saying this is in my present life, but whenever I was younger, because she's really taught me a lot, gotten me closer with God. And I can't say that enough, but we wish for these things, but we can't have them. Rather than worrying about the past and worrying about what we could have had, or trying to make up for what we should have done in the past, move forward with God. Do not get, and it says here, verse 27, chapter 6 in John, "Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth into everlasting life. Jesus Christ is our meat. He is the one that we should work hard for, so that we can make it to heaven, so that we can see our family, you know, our grandparents, our grandma, those people that loved us so much, that worked their butts off to be where we are now, to have the family that we have now, to meet the friends that we've met now. Work hard, guys, and work hard under Christ, because I can't stress it enough. Today isn't promised. Or yeah, it's not promised at all. It's, you know, and even then the people around you, their life hasn't even been promised. And it's hard to say it. We need to save each other, and we need to take each other out of these, you know, sinful natures that we live in, that we just live on a daily basis without even thinking about it, because we've lived this life for so long that we think it's normal now. Yeah, I get it. A lot of us don't have, you know, or think we don't have the time to just make a minute for Christ, but you have that time. You were given that time. It's not promised. You were given that time by God, the man who created you in his image. I've met a lot of you guys. This goes to every single person that I have on any media that I have. You guys are people that I'm glad to call friends, you know, even if we don't talk so much. But do good for each other. Let's do good for each other, and try to get closer to God, step by step, little by little. Because remember, the things that we have in this life, the physical things, are only bound to rot, are only bound to perish whenever we die. Cash can dissolve like that in a fire, and whatever it is, we can lose everything, just like Job. But we were given today by Christ. So that's how I want to finish it, guys. God bless you all. God loves you all. If you guys need anything, I'm here. I'll make sure to try growing in God's way. I'm sorry for those people that I've annoyed in the past, because I've annoyed a lot of you guys. But just know I love you guys as brothers. God bless you all. God loves you all. I'll see you guys later.